Hey everyone. In today's example, we're going to take a look at a couple of different slopes you could possibly have when applying the slope formula, one being undefined and the other being having no slope or zero slope. Okay, so let's take a look at how to solve these first off. Using the prior lesson, we know that we need to use our slope formula, so I, again, am going to start by labeling my points, x1, y1, x2, and y2. I'll do the same thing on the second example as well. Okay, then we're going to apply the slope formula, which we know is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And then we're just going to be replacing those values. All right, so we got y2 in this case, which is 10 over y1, which is 5. And then we have x2, which is 3, minus x1, which is also 3. Okay, so on top, 10 minus 5, we get 5. And on the bottom, 3 minus 3, we get 0. Anything that has a 0 as a denominator, you know that if you were to plug that into a calculator, it would give you an undefined or pretty much no answer, okay, because you cannot have a 0 in your denominator. So that would have an undefined slope. That's something that would go straight up and down and be perfectly vertical. Okay, looking at the second example that we have here. Okay, so again, it's y2 minus y1, so that would be y2, which is negative 2, minus y1, which is also negative 2, over x2, which is 5, minus x1, which is 3. Okay, negative 2 minus a negative 2, that becomes a plus, so that's negative 2 plus 2, which is 0. And then 5 minus 3 on the bottom, I end up with 2. Now, the difference with this one is we have 0 as the numerator. That's a big difference between having 0 as the denominator. When you have 0 as the numerator, that just means that your actual slope for this is 0. Okay, so that means that your slope for this one, your m, is 0. Okay, this means that you're looking at a horizontal line, perfectly flat like that. Anything that has no slope to it is horizontal, and that is 0. So again, two different examples here to get very familiar with. You need to know the difference between an undefined slope, again, where the 0 is in the denominator, or a slope that is, or a 0 slope or no slope, which is a 0 in the numerator.